I should have recorded that. Anyways, we're going to start. I'm going to move back. We're going to start seated today. And let me get back far enough, and then we'll get up to our standing. So if you want to cross the legs, cross the legs. However, you can kind of sit comfortably. I wouldn't force lotus unless it comes naturally. I'm going to put the right hand down with the fingers pointing straight out and away right here. We keep this arm straight. The left arm will reach out with the palm facing the ceiling and then come all the way up over. We're going to keep that line straight and then that line here straight. And then we look up along the elbow to the ceiling. We're going to deep breathe for the entire class. We're going to draw the breath in through the nose. Then we're going to push the breath out. This breathing is a cleanse in itself. Maybe push out more than you took in so you can really clean out the last bit of your lungs, because someone once told me we never fully breathe out because we come from like a feeling of lack when there wasn't so much food available like there is now, where you can just walk down the street and get 10 pizzas. And let's switch to the other side. Left hand right down there. I'm in the shadow, but the arm is straight. And then that right arm comes up and over a nice angle. And then again, looking up and breathing deep, drawing the breath in through the nose, pushing the breath out through the nose. And again, on that out breath, see if you can give back a little more than you took in. So you can really empty out everything that is in your lungs. Nice, simple breathing. Good, back to center. Let's push the walls out. We'll pull the fingers back. We're going to sit up kind of tall. We'll take a few breaths here, pulling back into the fingers. Good, and we're going to turn and look to the right. And then all the way over to the other side. And those of you that are interested, I think you can jump into the class almost any time, but I normally turn it on about 15 to 10 minutes early. So but I think you can kind of sign in anytime. I have set it up to auto admit. Good. Come back around. So I'm going to tell you a trick. There was some guy on the internet that said you could tell how healthy you were by your ability to stand up from a seated position without using your hands. But if they don't tell you the trick, it is super hard. If you just try to stand up here, you fall back. So the trick is, I like to bring the feet, they're still crossed, the legs are crossed, but the feet, so they're pointed forward. Let me go back a little bit. And then I lean my whole body, so I'm putting my weight beyond over the center point. That way you don't fall backwards, and then you can really stand up pretty easily. And then I'm going to step back so that you can see. And from here, we'll take the feet a bit apart, and we're going to swing the arms forward, just opening up the shoulders a little bit. I'm going to go, hopefully, nice and slow tonight. We'll get all the work. Someone once told me they used to study with a teacher who went fast, and when the teacher went slower, it was harder. So who knows? But just be real conscious of your body and real conscious of your breathing, drawing the breath in through the nose and out through the nose. And then let's go the opposite direction, please. You can hold your core tight here. And then let's come across the front, switching which hand is on the top there. As mostly I try to stick to our Monday routine. I do have routines for the different days. All right, hands on the hips. We're going to swing around a little bit. I would try to keep the head not moving too much and move in the hips middle part, just one direction here at first. And then we just reverse it, so the opposite direction. And I talked about fasting at the beginning of class, but I forgot to hit record on that for the post on Facebook and YouTube. But yoga in itself is a digestive, you know, kickstarter. All of our twists and all the turning upside down. So all of that stuff comes hand in hand, and a lot of the Ayurvedic medicine is about, you know, getting stuff out of the digestive system as quickly as possible, especially here, which maybe we'll talk about a little more at the end of class. So let's take one foot and step it over the other, and then simply forward fold. Once forward folding, you're welcome to just forward fold and just let the weight of everything drop off the top of your head. You could also circle in the arms if you like. And just let everything drop. And it doesn't look like I'm dropping much, but I seem to be a little tight today. But just find where your space is and don't worry about it. Great. Let's switch the feet. So step on over to the other side, and then you could pendulum if you like, or you could do circles. Yeah, circles too. Good on the shoulder joint. Good. Let's bring the feet together, big toes touching, ankles a little bit apart. We're going to put the hands on the shin. If you're super flexible, your hands can be on the floor. We're going to keep them down, and we're going to look up. And I used to say this in the beginning, I got out of the habit. We're going to look up with a flat back through the eyeballs. And then we'll forward fold on the out breath. And then we look up with a flat back, straight spine through the eyeballs. Forward fold. And then again, look up, flat back. And we forward fold again. And we look up, flat back, forward fold. You might want to tighten your core on this one. We're coming all the way up. You can hold the core, bring the arms up into the sky, bring them down through the heart center. We're going to push into the earth as we breathe in again, reaching back up. Breathing out, folding forward again, fingers low. And we look up, and we forward fold. You can hold the core, especially on the first one, but when you come up, if you hold the core, it's a lot more comfortable. Down through the heart center. Back up, breathing in through the nose. Breathing out again, we forward fold, fingers low. And we look up, and we forward fold. All the way back up, reaching out and up. Down again through the heart center. We're going to push into the earth, circle back up on the in-breath. Forward folding again, fingers low. And we look up. And we forward fold. Back up, reaching out and up. Let's do a couple more of these. Down again through the heart center. We push into the earth. We circle back up on the in-breath. Breathing out, forward fold, again, fingers low. We look up, flat back through the eyeballs. Forward fold again. All the way back up, reaching out and up. This is the one. Down again through the heart center. Push into the earth, circle back up on the in-breath. We're going to forward fold again, fingers low. We're going to look up, and then we'll step back to the top of our first push-up. And with the shoulders over the wrists and the middle finger straight forward. We're going to hold the core. We're going to tighten the legs a little bit. And let's take a breath in. On that out breath, hold tight and lower down. Maybe hit the ground. Up dog, legs tight. And down dog, pulling up and back. Good. Look at the feet, which are 2 fists apart. Bend one leg. Push the opposite heel towards down. Easy moving, hands wide, the whole hand on the mat at the top, middle finger straight forward. Let's go this first one easy. We're going to walk up to the top of the mat, feet back together. Fingers low, we look up, and we forward fold. All the way back up, reaching out and up. Down again through the heart center. We're going to push into the earth and we circle back up on the in-breath. Breathing out, forward folding. Again, fingers low. And we look up. And we step back to the top, a tight push-up, belly and legs tight. We're going to lower down, hover, maybe hit the knees down, and then up dog, clench your legs. And down dog, pulling up and back. Nice. We take a breath in, up on the toes, breathing out, down with the heels, and a couple more of those. Or if you prefer, just stay still, breathing in the nose, drawing it in, pushing it out, looking at the knees or the navel. Excellent. Step or jump to the top of the mat, feet together. We look up. We forward fold. Come on, all the way back up, reaching out and up. Let's do one more. Down again through the heart center. We push into the earth. We circle back up on the in-breath. Breathing out, forward folding. Again, fingers low. We look up. We step back, top of push-up. Belly and legs tight, lower down, maybe hover. Up dog, legs tight. Down dog, pulling up and back. Remember, you're welcome to rest anytime you want. Even if you're resting, you're drawing the breath in and then pushing it out. Both directions, we're breathing in and out through the nose. See if you can breathe out more than you took in. Good. Step, hop, jump, top of the mat, toes together. We look up. We forward fold. Let's intertwine all the fingers and come all the way up. And we're going to turn the palms up to the sky and take the feet apart. Turn the thumbs up higher, the pinkies down lower, and I'm going to come closer so you can see those hands. You're going to stay standing, please. We're going to lean over to the right, or whatever side. And then over to the left. Oh, that was awesome. It cracked my spine. Did you hear it? Let's come back to center. Let's push out. Let's reach to the ends of the fingers firstly and circle, because we already did this one, but I want to get the wrists involved on this. You can move in the shoulders too, and then opposite direction. And then we're going to repeat this one we did in the beginning. Push the walls out, but you're standing. Try not to move the hips. We're going to turn and look to the right. We're going to turn and look to the left. Great. Back to center. We'll be at the top of the mat with the feet together again, big toes touching, ankles a little bit apart. We're going to do the Surya Namaskara B. So let the knees fall together as you sit in chair. Yes? Excellent. We're coming all the way up and over, folding down again, fingers low. And we look up. And we step back again to the top of that push-up. We're going to lower down. Up dog, legs tight. Down dog, pulling up and back. Let's do warrior one on the right. Step the right foot to the top of the mat, almost where the hand is. The left foot turns out flat in the back, and then we're going to reach the arms straight up. We're trying to have the knee over the ankle. Less is okay. More is not okay, at least over the ankle. Let's reach the left arm forward. So we're trying to, and we're going to double up on this. We're trying to shift the shoulder. Then we're going to take the thumb on that hand and put it behind the hip and shift the hip forward. You can push pretty hard on that and it doesn't do a lot. It takes time to get that torso facing forward. Excellent. Touch the ceiling and again, hands back down. We step back, lower down, up dog and down dog. Left side, left foot steps up almost to the foot, so we're outside the center line. Back foot turns out flat. We reach up again. The knee is over the ankle. We're going to reach the right arm forward. We're going to take that right thumb and push it behind the hip. That side goes easier for me. Excellent. Touch the sky again. And hands back down, step back, top of push-up. We'll lower down, up dog, and down dog. And great, stay in down dog. It's blocking my light, so I'm gonna move it. Just stay in down dog, breathing. Excellent. Step or jump to the top of the mat, feet together, fingers low. We look up. We forward fold. Feet and knees together, sitting in chair and standing, arms all the way down. Excellent. Let's do a couple more. Sit in chair. Great. Come all the way up over again, forward fold. And we look up. Hands down, we step back, top of tight plank. We lower down. Up dog, legs tight. Down dog, pulling up. Right side again, warrior one, right foot steps, left foot turns out flat. The left foot's pointed 90-45 in the back leg is straight. Arms up, squaring the chest and hips and forward as best as we can. Bring the hands together above your head and look up. Excellent. Hands back down, step back, top of push-up, lower down, up dog, and down dog. Left side, left foot is stepping, right foot turns out. Arms up again, hands together in prayer above the head, looking up, rotating into the outside edge of your back foot. Excellent. Hands back down, step back, top of push-up. We're going to lower down, up dog, and down dog. And very nice. Let's stay in down dog. Good. Again, walk or jump to the top of the mat, feet together, fingers low. We look up, we forward fold. Feet and knees together, sitting in chair, standing, arms all the way down. Let's do a couple more. Sit in chair again. Come on all the way up and over again, forward folding. We look up, we step back, top of push-up. We're gonna lower down, up dog, down dog. Warrior one again on the right. Right foot steps, left foot turns out, arms up, hands together above the head, lengthening up, looking up, maybe arching back. Very nice. Hands back down, step back, lower down, up dog, and down dog. And left foot stepping, right foot turns out, back up, hands again together above the head, looking up, lengthening up, maybe arching back. Great. Hands back down, step back again. We lower down, up dog, and down dog, and nice. Remember, you're welcome to rest. You can put the knees down. You can come to child's pose. All righty, step or jump to the top of the mat, feet together, fingers low, we look up. We forward fold. Feet and knees together, sitting in chair, and stand. Excellent. Last one we'll do with warrior two. Sit in chair. Good. Come all the way up over, forward fold. And we look up. We step back, top of push-up. Lower down. Up dog. And down dog. Right foot warrior two, right foot steps, left foot turns out. The stance can be a little bit longer if you like. Heel to heel alignment. Wrist to wrist alignment over the heels. Tight core, shoulders down, looking at the fingers in front and breathing. Let's tonight take the left hand and turn it up so it's facing the sky and the universe. And let's think about cleanse again. Energy in, energy out. Energy in, energy out. Let it just go through you. It's the same thing as cleansing the digestive system and cleansing the blood. We're cleansing the vibe. Excellent. Cartwheel the hands, top of the mat again. Step back. We're going to lower down. Up dog and down dog. Left side, warrior two. Right foot turns out. Arms out over the heels. Woo. And I was saying the other day, Amy pointed out, I was saying, these pants make it look like my leg is crooked, but they are not. The pants are crooked, my leg is straight. Turn the right hand so the palm faces, and in, out, always cleansing. Cleansing all the time. Breathing it in, pushing more than you took out. Good. Cartwheel the hands, top of the mat. Step back, top of push-up. And again, we lower down. Up dog and down dog. Nice. Let's stay here breathing. Good. Step hop, top of the mat, toes together. We look up. We forward fold. Let's sit in chair, feet and knees together. And check it out. It's up to you. People teach it different ways. But Ashtanga yoga is a straight up line. Straight to the universe. Now, a lot of people teach forward. That's okay. But this is the tradition. Excellent. Let's stand, arms down. Let's take the feet apart, grab the elbows, and then, or prayer, and let's hang down. Once hanging, you're welcome to bounce a little bit. If you choose to bounce, I would push the breath out of your nose every time you drop down. Otherwise, just hang. And then the reason we grab the elbows is we don't want to stop the forward fall of the body and let everything fall off again. Let it just fall off your back. Again, it's like cleansing. So we're taking peace fingers. I'm going out of frame all the way up. Touch the ceiling with your peace fingers. And then we're coming all the way down. We're going to grab, even if you're going to bend the legs, we're grabbing the big toes on both sides. And the thumb touches on the inside there. And then we lengthen down. You can pull the elbows away from the ears. It's okay if the legs are bent. If they get straight, great. Good. Back up. Like go out of frame. Hands straight up like Superman, like you're going to take off. And then we come straight down with the sole to palm, each hand under each foot. Bend the legs as much as you want to. You can pull up on the feet if you feel like fighting. See if the legs can, my legs are not going straight, but yours might. Keep breathing. All right, let's stand on the top of the mat. We're going to do tonight, Monday, we do our pivoting, which is the kind of the tradition of Ashtanga. So with the right foot staying in the front, we're going to step the left foot back about the distance of one of your legs. I went with the carpeting tonight. That's okay. I don't know if I like flat floor carpeting better. I think it depends. Heel to heel alignment. Front foot straight forward, back foot about 45 degrees. Bring the arms out. We're going to take a breath in. As we breathe out, we're going to reach out. And then right hand down, left arm up. Super simple. You can stay right there looking to the reaching hand or down at your foot. And if you're looking at your foot, you want to see that you're right over top of it. So we're getting very small. You could do palms facing out and away if you like. You can keep the hand on the shin. I think I'll do that for myself tonight. Let's breathe. And we come up. Let's pivot. I'll do the first one really slow so we get it. That foot that's pointing forward in the front turns into 45 degrees right here. The foot that was in the back turns straight out, straight forward like the other one was. We reach out over the left foot for triangle on the other side. Good, let's stay here. You have all the options with your hand. Hand on the shin, palms facing out and away. Those of you that are real flexible are going to grab the big toe with the peace fingers, but you want to be stacked between the panes of glass. And breathing. Good, back up. We're pivoting again. Left toes back into 45. Right toes back straight out. If you're super flexible, leave your feet as they are. I'm going to shorten the stance a couple of inches. And it really helps with this next pose. So we're going to let the right hand hang and reach the left arm straight out, like Superman one-handed. So get that length. Then we take that left hand and put it either on the shin or the back of the hand outside of the leg. You could stay with both hands on the shin, which I think I might come back to myself tonight. And those of you that are going to twist and triangle, reach that right arm up, getting that full rotation. Otherwise, you can stay with the hands on the shin and you have the options. If your hand gets on the ground, inside, outside, right next to the foot. Let's breathe here. Just a couple more breaths. Good. Back up. Let's keep that short stance and pivot again. Right toes in, left toes out. We're going to reach the right arm out the back and we'll stay here for a moment. And both hands on the shin, right hand on the shin, can stay there. Right hand or on the back of the leg, reaching up, twisting, or staying kind of similar to pyramid, which we may or may not do tonight. We're going to stay here and breathe, getting the twist of the triangle if you want. Bhavira Trikonasana, hard pose. Couple more breaths here. Good. Back up. Let's pivot again. Left toes in, right toes out. Let's re-lengthen the stance if we shorten it. Let's do warrior two. Arms back out over the legs. Good. We're going to breathe here. And let's do extended side angle. We're going to take the center of the right forearm, placing it on the knee. Sometimes I make a fist, sometimes I splay the fingers. Something kind of active in the hand. Left arm up and over. You could look along the elbow to the ceiling, or you could look down at the big toe right in the front. Because again, we're getting stacked up really small. Again, as if the panes of glass are squeezing us into one spot. Those of you that want to are welcome to put the right hand on the ground. If you do that, look a tiny bit forward. Otherwise, look at the ceiling. Great. Back up. You'll have to straighten the right leg so we can pivot again. Right toes in, left toes out. We're going to do warrior two now facing the opposite direction. And we take the center of the left arm on that leg, right arm up and over. And we'll stay here. Those of you that want to put that hand down are welcome to. The left one, we look along the armpit to the ceiling, or if the hand is down, you look slightly forward to the reaching hand. Excellent. Back up. Let's pivot again. Left toes in, right toes out. Let's do warrior two again for a moment. So the knee is over the ankle. We're going to turn the right hand so the palm faces the ceiling. Left hand can come all the way around the back. Pull your core in so you're not arching the back. You grab the shirt, the pocket, or the leg. And then we're going to arch back, looking up along again the elbow to the ceiling. Don't move the knee in the front, and let's breathe. Excellent. Straight that leg in the front. Let's pivot to warrior two on the other side. So right toes in, left toes out. We've done it a bunch of times. Turn the left hand so the palm faces the ceiling. Right hand, round the back, grab the shirt in the pocket of the leg. And then we arch looking up along the elbow to the ceiling again. Nice. Let's come just back to center. We're going to have the toes splayed out. We're going to do horse, but we're going to start with horse with the hands on the knees. So they can sit down there kind of heavily. Let's take a couple breaths here. Then on an out breath, rotate the right shoulder forward. And then back up. And on another out breath, rotate the left shoulder forward. And then on your pace, back and forth, trying to put the out breath on that forward dip of the shoulder. Good. Back to center. Let's hold the ceiling in a horse. Good. Straight the legs. Turn the toes in so they're running straight forward, same as the outside edges of your mat. I'm going to go back a little bit. We're going to reach straight up and then simply straight down with the hands falling right underneath the shoulders. And then it could be just fingertips right on the same line as the toes. You could begin to bring the hands down flat. They should come back also on the same line as the toes. You can bend the elbows back to your legs. Let your spine drop to the crown of your head down to the mat. Let's take a few breaths here. Great. Push yourself back up. Reach out to the ends of your fingers. And then let's bring the hands behind the tail. We're going to intertwine the fingers back there, pushing the palms together. I like palms together even though it makes me not be able to forward fold as much, but it's better for my upper back. But it's up to you. And we're going to forward fold, lifting the arms up and over. Maybe lift the toes for a second so they're light, and we're going to stay here. Good. Back up again. Touch the ceiling. Peace fingers. We're going to come all the way down. I shorten my stance a little bit. I'm going to come down and grab either shins, ankles, or big toes again with the peace fingers. Pulling the elbows out away from the ears. Bringing the top of your head down. And just breathing. Drawing it in. And pushing it out. Listening to the sound of the breath. Good. Stay down low. Both hands are going to grab the shin, bring the nose towards the knee, top of the head towards the top of the foot. And then please over to the other side. Good. Back up. Let's shorten the stance to about 3 feet apart. And we're going to do each side one at a time. So Let's turn the right foot to run straight forward, the back foot again, 45, 90 degrees, shorter stance though. Heel to heel, about 3 feet, 3.5 feet. We'll bring the arms out. We're doing pyramid. Don't mean to make it sound complicated. For pyramid, we're going to come behind the back. We're either going to grab elbows or a reverse prayer. That's a little harsh on the shoulders, but once you get it, it's a nice opener for the shoulders too. And we look up, and then we fold down, pushing slightly over to the right, squaring the shoulders to the earth, bringing your face towards your knee. If your nose gets to your knee, look at the big toe, so you lift the head slightly. Good. Let's come back up. And we're just going to do a switch of the stance. So left foot front, right foot back, again about 3 feet. You can bring the arms out again if you want to get the rotation. And then behind the back, elbows or reverse prayer. And we'll just do the other side now. Excellent. Let's stand. You can step the feet out a little bit. And we're going to do tree. So we're going to stand on the left foot and we're going to lift the right. So the right foot, you can come down and grab it and pull it up and give it a lock right in there, hands to the heart, or up like a big funnel. Also, and I've done on and off for many years, you can put it out in the front, again, hands to the heart, or up like a big funnel, and we're going to stay here and breathe. Stay on that left foot, bring that right leg out in the front, take the left hand, grab the knee, other hand on the hip. You could stay here, you could reach back, you could look back, you could extend the leg, grabbing the big toe with the peace fingers, or you could stay, as I said, with the leg bent, and we'll breathe here. Great. Let it down, step it out. Let's stand on the right foot and we'll lift the left, grabbing, and you can lift it up there. Again, hands to the heart or all the way up or out in the front, also cool. And we'll breathe here. Great. Left leg up. Right hand grabs the knee, other hand on the hip. You could stay here. You could reach back. You could look back. Excellent. Step it out and let's come down into a squat. You can push the elbows against the legs, lengthening up through your back. Continue to breathe. Those of you that want to do crow or headstand are welcome to. I'm just going to stay myself in the squat tonight. Good. Let's come to hands and knees for a tiny bit of cat-cow. I don't need a mat for that. So shoulders over wrists, middle fingers straight forward, knees 2 fists apart. We let the belly drop down. As we breathe out, we arch the back. And just moving with the breath. In breath as the belly drops down, out breath as we arch the back. Good. Back to center. Let's look over the right shoulder and see the tail. And then over to the other side. Good. You can double up the mat underneath your knees if you're not on carpeting. Let's step the right foot top of the mat. And we'll put it up a little further. Knee over the ankle or close, and we're going to reach the arms straight up. And we'll stay here breathing. We're going to take the left elbow all the way on the other side and put it outside of the right leg. Don't move the leg. Hands in prayer point up towards the face. Elbow points to the sky. You can look down again at the toe or up where the right elbow is pointing straight up to the ceiling. You could also roll back on the back foot, on the ball of the foot. We're going to stay here. Good. We'll put the hands down. I'm going to turn around to do the other side. So step the left foot up, and we'll reach the arms up again. Big funnel. Let the hips hang down. Let's breathe. And right elbow outside of the leg. Hands in prayer, pulling in towards the chest. We turn the fingers up to the face. Good. We'll stay here again. If you rolled on the ball of the back foot, go ahead and do that again. Otherwise, we look at the foot on the floor or up to where the elbow is pointing. Lengthen the tail to the crown of your head if possible. Great. Hands down. We're going to step all the way back to push-up. We're going to get into a pigeon. So we're just going to lower down through the push-up, up dog, and down dog. You can reach that right foot up the back wall. You can bend it, opening up the knee. And then just let's throw that shin, top of the mat. You could scooch the left leg further back. You can look at the ceiling, hands down, forearms down, or all the way down, and we're going to stay here. And all the way down will be like your forehead on the mat. We're going to breathe here. The bent leg is slightly outside of the right ribs. Long breathing. Excellent. Hands back down. Let's step back. You could shake that leg out if you like. And then top of push-up, we run the vinyasa again. Lower down, up dog, down dog. Point the left foot up over the back wall. You can bend that leg, opening up. Excellent. Throw that shin top of the mat. You could arch. See the foot is pointing out that way. The knee is outside the ribs. We come down, hands down, forearms down, head down. And we stay here, breathing. Long, long breathing. Very nice. One more time. Hands at the top of the mat. Step back. You can shake that leg. Tight core. We're going to lower down, up dog, and down dog. And let's sit down. And we'll start with the legs straight out in front of us. We might go a little longer tonight. I hope you can hang around for that. We're going to take the right leg and bend it with the foot flat against the left thigh. So that knee's trying to fall out flat on the mat. And you can forward fold all the way if you want, but this is a slightly different version of this pose, which affects the body slightly differently. You can just, if it's possible, to grab the toes and then just stare straight forward. So your back is kind of like straight up to the crown of the head at a mild angle rather than dumping into the full forward fold. We're just going to stay here for a few breaths. Good. Go ahead and switch. So the right leg will be out straight now. The left foot flat, right on in there. Knee towards the ground. And then we'll just reach out and look straight forward. Those of you that want to do the full forward fold, that's fine. This is a different version. It affects the body just a little differently. Try it once in a while. Let's breathe again. Good. If anyone wants to go hardcore tonight, you can put the hands down, step back, top, and push up and do the vinyasa. The rest of us are going to bring the soles of the feet together just for a moment. And we're going to grab the small toes with the left hand, right toes on top, sit up tall. Then we're going straight into Baddha Konasana today by folding forward, pushing the elbows against the legs, either lengthening out the heart towards the feet or bringing the face towards the feet. Push the elbows against the legs, trying to get them to go towards the earth, no matter if they want to go or not. Give them a little bit of a push and a lot of breath. Good. Back up. Let's cross the legs however they can cross normally. Those of you that want to vinyasa, go ahead. We're going to do our twist differently tonight. We've not like we haven't done it before. We're going to take the right hand and grab the left knee. The left hand goes flat on the mat, fingers pointing away from your spine. We pull the left shoulder back and we look back as we lengthen up through the crown of the head. You could also take this left hand all the way around, grabbing your shirt, your pocket, or your leg, and then still induce that twist and then continue breathing as we squeeze the internal organs a little bit, again cleansing the body. Excellent. Let's come on all the way over to the other side. Left hand on the right knee, right hand either behind you or coming all the way around, grabbing the shirt and the pocket or the leg. And the head looks at the back wall as the shoulders do the pulling back work. Excellent. Back to center. Let's have the legs bent. We're going to do our core work here. We're going to bring the arms underneath the legs and roll back on the tail. You can stay right here. You can let go. You can straighten the legs, hands in prayer to the third eye or to the toes. I'm going to keep my legs bent. I like the way it looks in my shadow, though. We're going to stay here. That's 1 of 5. Cross the legs, grab the shins, sit up really tall. Shoulders, see how my back got kind of straight there? Excellent. Number 2, back up. Breathing here. Cross the legs, sit up tall, shoulder down. And number 3, back up again. Cross the legs, sit up tall. It looks like that. Good. Number 4, back up. Cross the legs, sit up tall. Number 5 is our last one. Excellent. Bring the knees into the chest. Let's grab the shins as well as we can and bring the nose up. Good. Put the feet down flat, feet and knees 2 fists apart. Longest finger almost touches the heel. Lift the hips, tuck the shoulders, intertwine the fingers and push the arms down, or supported with the thumbs underneath, or Urdhva Dhanurasana if you like. We're going to breathe here. Good. Back down. You can bring the knees into the chest again. We're going to do plow as a transitional to set up our hands and shoulders for shoulder stand tonight. So I like to put my hands under the rear end lower back to kind of push off a little bit. And then from here, you can set your hands up, fingers pointing toward the spine, thumbs in the front. You can bring the elbows together here a little better so that the elbows and the shoulders are nearly the same distance. And then we lift the feet straight up into the ceiling, putting the weight in the shoulders and the elbows. I like to bring my feet a little forward so they're over top of the elbows. If you're real flexible, it can sit right over the shoulders as long as you're not getting too much weight on your neck. We're going to breathe here. Allow the internal organs to drop a little bit inside of you. Good. Bend the legs. Bring the knees down towards the ears. Reach back. Grab the soles of your feet, and we're in dead bug. The head's down. The knees are in the armpits. You could rock around a little bit. Great. Bring the knees into the chest. Bring your arms out like a T. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, let the knees fall to the right. As you look to the left, you can put the right hand on top of those knees if you like, pushing them in the direction of down together. Look to the reaching left hand. And back up and over to the other side. Right arm reaches out. We look to the reaching right hand. Good. Back up to center. So you can take your meditation lying down tonight if you like, because once we are lying down, I want to do one more thing since we talked about the cleanse. So if you're sitting in meditation, you won't be able to do this as well. But if you're lying down, you're going to take your hands, you might have to look, you might not, just both sets of fingers on top of each other. We're going to start on the right side below the ribs, and we're going to push in a little bit, and we're going to massage across the base of the ribs, and we're pushing the large intestines. And then once you get to the end of the left side, we're going to come down. And then once we get to the pant line, across the pant line, under the navel though. And then back up. Once you get near the ribs, we come across again, so we're not pushing on the ribs. And then back down and through again. Cross underneath the navel, pant line. We're just working on the digestive system. Good, and then we're gonna either stay laying down for about 3 minutes, or you can also sit if you prefer. And we're gonna simply become aware of the breath rising and falling in the body. The coming and going of the breath, the body is cleansing itself again. It takes it in, when it's done, it throws out the old. Just being aware of that process. And if you're laying down, let's bring the knees into the chest and roll yourself up to a seated position. If you're sitting, let's bring the hands to the heart center and rub them together. Everybody's unmuted, so don't be afraid to make a sound. So from here, we make our big funnel. It's the same as the cleanse. Everything comes in, everything out. We're going to take a breath in. Breathe in more if you can. We're going to hold belly and legs tight. And those of you that want to, when you let it out like a cleanse, let it all out. Ah! Woo! All right. Thank you so much for coming out here on Memorial Day, or getting together and saying hello. I appreciate it, and it's fun to hang out with you guys regardless. It's danieloverberger.com. You can find a link to my Venmo and my PayPal right on the first page. It says donate, and that's it. We're doing this every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 7. The Monday classes, well, we just did that. It's our pivot class. Wednesday is a little more movement, and Friday is our so-called easy class, although I've been told it's not that easy. Thank you, guys. It's great to see you. And as always, you're living your dream. Don't miss it. Namaste.
Namaste.
Namaste. Daniel.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
Daniel.
Thank you.
Peace.
Awesome. You guys have a great night, and I'll see you real soon.
You too.
Bye, Daniel.
Bye. Thank you. Is that Kurt?
You know it, brother.
Thank you, man. Great to hang.
Love you, man. See you on Wednesday. Bye.
All right. Bye-bye.